Winter is coming, and in this video we're going to be showing you how to properly drain your hose bibs and winterize them so they don't freeze in the winter. Step 1. Locate your shutoff. Your shutoff for your hose bib should be somewhere inside your mechanical room. If it's not in your mechanical room, it's going to be somewhere in the ceiling. If you have a finished basement, you're going to have to pull down an access panel to find it. If it's an unfinished basement, it should be fairly simple to find. Sometimes they can be tough, but there will be a shutoff somewhere. It is a code. Almost all houses will have them. Step 2, shut the valve off. Alright, so in this situation we have what was called a ball valve. Quick little quarter turn, shuts it off. There's other ones that you'll sometimes come across in the older houses. There'll be like a gate valve or a globe valve. You just grab the handle and keep turning it until it shuts off, just kind of like a hose bib. Okay. Step 3, disconnect the hose. The reason we want to do this is so that we can properly drain it. Step 4, open the hose bib. Step 5, we're going to be draining the hose bib now. So to drain the hose bib, you're going to want something for the water to go into. So here we got a nice little jug, a cup works, but sometimes there's lots of water coming out, so make sure it's a good sized bucket. Alright everyone, so in this situation, this is my own personal house and I added one of these, and whenever we do full installs, we always put these in for easier draining purposes. All you gotta do is shut that valve off and drain it at the hose bib here. But in most situations that people have, they're gonna have this little nipple here off of the valve. This is actually called a stop and drain. This is your stop, this is your drain. And what you would wanna do is just unscrew this, and then it'll just be kind of spraying everywhere, and sometimes there's electrical underneath, so that's why we don't really care for these, and that's why we install these. So if you're not willing to do it yourself, I would maybe recommend asking a plumber to put one of these in for you. But if you have PEX or copper, you can check out our video on how to cut and crimp PEX, and maybe you could just add one of these yourself and make it a lot easier for you down the road. Alright, so now that we've kind of explained to you guys about the drain and the hose bib that we like to do that's one definitely important thing to have that we prefer to have. One thing we want to go over is when we take the garden hose off, that was step 3. When we take that off, the reason we take it off is kind of, I guess, two reasons. When you do open up the hose bib, you want the air to be able to release and actually drain this properly. So we release that garden hose that also stops any water from freezing in there and maybe wrecking your garden hose. And then when we opened up the hose bib outside, that was step 4. The reason we do that is everything drains easier with air. It's like when you're draining something out of a can and you have to pop a hole in the top, it actually drains properly. It just allows it to drain properly down here. You got airflow up there, drains properly down here, and we actually leave them open all winter so that if there is any residual water left inside the line, it's gonna have somewhere to go and it's not gonna burst the line. So it's definitely one of those things you wanna do. Keep that hose bib open outside, keep the valve shut off inside. It'll be good for the rest of the winter.